The table 6 points behind Liverpool. The Reds, though, have that game in hand against Everton. It's 2 home defeats in a row for the Bees now. Brentford staying 12th in the table on 24 points at the moment. Martin with a little glint in his eye, seeing Tottenham and Man United in the bottom half there, Martin.
I can't believe you're saying that. So they're closer to the bottom 4 than the top 4, that's what you're saying. Who would have said that at the start of the season? I had Spurs to make it into the top 4, Manchester United. Next one up is Liverpool at Anfield, so it don't get any easier when you're in trouble.
It certainly does not. Well, we're going to hear now from Thomas Frank, because he's been speaking to Jules.
Thomas, you knew it was going to be a tough match here to start the year, but after going ahead, how did the match get away from you today?
No, I think I really liked the way we played. I thought we were very, very brave on the ball. Great. Today we play a top team. You can't expect just to beat Arsenal today, but we did very well. So that's just a performance. It happens. Nottingham Forest, I think, was a little bit different. I would love to have more out of that game. So, and away from is just one thing until the next game.
A new year for Brentford will once again see you trying to hold on to some of your key players now that this January transfer window is open. Will one of your biggest tasks being to keep hold of Bryan Mbeumo, who once again showed his quality today?
Bryan was really good. I thought he scored a fantastic goal. Really pleased with that, and I think his performances and quality, he really showed that today. For me, it shouldn't be a problem to hold him.
Thanks, Thomas.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thomas Frank, always so measured, even in defeat, spoke about the lessons they'll learn from today against such a top side, but also about how good they were in that first half, Karen, because they started so well.
Yeah, they did. Obviously took the lead and at times playing through Arsenal, especially out from the goal kicks. But this is where they played well. Obviously changed tactically, brought an extra body in midfield, and then Bissell and Mbeumo up top. And then this is when he's at his best, peeling off to the right-hand side, not tight enough Calafiori. And then he chops in, use the defender as well, because then he's only got that one side which he can keep it low on De Gea, and it's a great finish. But this was the bright start, and this is what they're always going to do: compact, spread out wide, and be brave 1v1. And this was their threat, and they were clinical. But this was the only real opportunity I felt they had. And after that, then Arsenal started to get a grip into the game. But he's right; he's the best player. I'm not sure that many people might want him, but if he's under contract, you can't let him go, and he's their star player on Mbeumo. So he's a great player, and they want to hold on to him.
They certainly will. They coped really well with the loss of Ivan Toney. How would they cope if they were to lose him?
They wouldn't want to lose him, and they certainly wouldn't want to lose their manager, Thomas Frank. I think he's outstanding manager. Really understands his players well. You could see there he might be disappointed. He hid that well. He was happy with their performance. It was almost nearly the perfect job today. You think of what they did up until the Arsenal equaliser, the way that they managed the game, kept possession really well. He put in layers on this club from, it's their 4th season now. 3 seasons, they were strong. 4th season, he's going again. Great record here. He's realistic as well. He knows that Arsenal were a different class in the end, and his players, he knows what they're capable of. And Arsenal were just too good in the second half.
Yeah, they've got a good opportunity to bounce back in their next game. They're away at Southampton, but it gets really hard for them then, Karen, at home, doesn't it? They've got Man City to come, Liverpool and Tottenham all visiting here.
I mean, look, like you said, Southampton there, that's a game you'd be looking at, and, not disrespectful. I know they've changed the manager, but you want to be getting 3 points out of that game. City, again, you flick a coin. The form that they've been in of late, and obviously no one really wants to play Liverpool at the moment, but take each game as it comes for them. But I'm not concerned. I think they've got enough in the front line, and I think, as you mentioned, they've got a top manager, and I think they'll be fine.
And then he spoke as well, Thomas Frank, about the fine margins, because they very nearly went 2-0 up. There was a mistake from Raya, which he reacted really well to stop the ball going in the back of the net. And then Arsenal, 55 seconds later, Martin, we're at 1-1.
Yeah, and that's how games are here, end-to-end games. Raya wouldn't have wanted to make that mistake. He would have been highly embarrassed, wouldn't he, coming back to his old club. Didn't play here last season when he was on loan. And then it's Jesus, that poacher's goal, the fox in the box, whatever you want to call it. He's not been getting that type of goal, but they smothered their opponent here, Arsenal. And Partey had a few efforts at goal, and look at the way he reacts first.
Does that show how confident he is at the moment?
It certainly shows how he's sniffing out chances, and he's looking to get those goals. He reacts first. But he's the most aware player on the pitch here. The defender doesn't get there. And in the end, that early reaction from him makes it an easy finish. And these goals are really important for Arsenal. They need someone to keep putting there. You look at the biggest rivals, we look to the league table, Salah has got ridiculous numbers. Arsenal needs someone to start putting the ball in the back of the net, and this guy suddenly turned up.
And they need to keep sharing them around the team as well. Well, it was a big win for Arsenal. So let's hear from Mikel Arteta. He's been speaking to Jules.
Mikel, congratulations. What could have been a tricky game to start the year, you ensured victory with what was a brilliant start to the second half. What pleased you the most about the overall performance?
Well, we won in a really difficult stadium and against a really good opponent. And you see the record that they have here is incredible. When you go 1-0 down as well, it makes it even harder. But the team showed a lot of composure, a lot of willingness to change the game, a lot of desire to do it in the way we have to do and navigate through difficult moments because it's going to happen.
How key was it to get those 2 goals in the second half in quick succession, the way you did, just to give you that cushion?
Yeah, we started really fast, really aggressive. We were very clinical there and again, adapting. You know, again, today we had certain injuries, sickness to the team. We have to play all the players. We have Ethan making a debut in the Premier League at 17 years old in this stadium. So, good.
Gabriel Jesus as well scored now 6 goals in 4 games. That's as many as he scored in his previous 48 Arsenal appearances. How key is it that you have him firing?
Yeah, it's very important. We won our front line in the best moment. Today Martinelli scored, Mikel scored in the back of a set piece as well. So, you know, we have to distribute the goals that we have done. When you look in the last calendar year, how many people have scored goals for us, that's our strength.
You mentioned Ethan Nwaneri, just 17 years old. Any team is going to miss a player of Bukayo Saka's quality, but how well did he fill that position today?
Really good. But in training, you know, it gives us all the right reasons. If we would have signed a player from any country, he would be playing. So he's an academy player. He needs to play because he deserves it.
You have another game before Liverpool play next. With the run that they're on, how important does every single match feel to take maximum points in?
Yeah, we can only do what is in our hands, which is to perform as best.
Ranieri, Gabriel Jesus scoring goals now. Did that show that perhaps you don't need to dip into the market in those positions?
Depends on the game, depends if we score or not, the narrative, you know. I really like my players, I really value what we have because it's a lot of quality and a lot of commitment from all of them, and we are really good with what we have.
Well done today. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Mikel Arteta not committing too much on the plans for the January transfer window, Martin. It is open, though. If you could strengthen in just one position, what would it be?
Goodness, it'd probably be in the wide positions, but then you're shutting the door on Nwaneri. So there's some big decisions to make. But, you know, if you don't buy the players for this group, then you're not doing the disservice that you really want to give them, because you want to give them success, and it might have to come from outside. There's a lot in the group, there's no doubt. But there, you know, with that injury to Saka, if you imagine Salah gets the equivalent injury at Liverpool, their numbers change massively. So, you know, he may have to go into the market because he's only 17 years of age, this kid. I mean, as well as he's done today, he may want to buy in a wide area with a kind of an inside forward, somebody who can play wide and plays down the middle. But everyone would be looking for that type of player, but certainly Arsenal would improve them.
They're 6 behind Liverpool now, Liverpool with that game in hand, of course. But he spoke about only been able to do what they can do, Karen, but they've only lost twice all season. So they've just got to keep up with that level of consistency now.
I think he was spot on, and when we've been listening to Mikel Arteta for the last month or so, he's been really calm. You know, like I said, this is 2 years now they've done these title races. This is their 3rd one now. He knows he's just got to stay in the hunt. He's right. There's nothing he can do. They're behind. They're chasing Liverpool. They've just got to do what they can do. And I think he knows the way he answered. They will be going into January, and they have to. Whether Saka was fit or not, they've got to chase down. And for the last 2 seasons, they've come second with the group. They have to buy more to go to first. So they're the next fixtures, big fixtures ahead of them. It's going to be difficult, busy period. Chopping and changing the squad will be important to keep everyone fit and fresh.
A lot of games. And he made it clear
defining games.
Yeah, defining games. Late in competition, semi-final there. Manchester United again, obviously what that game brings. And then staying in the race for the league and the Champions League to finish off those 2 extra games that we have now in the Champions League. But he made it very clear there that he loves his players, and he talked about culture on the training pitch. And if you do well in training, you play, and that's rewarding for the youngster tonight. I think that's a big story for him, a big plus for him, that he's almost made a new signing tonight by introducing a player from the academy. That takes some of the pressure off, but I still think they'll go into the market.
Yeah, big performance from him, Karen. Well, this time from North London as Tottenham welcome Newcastle. Join us from 11 o'clock for all the build-up to that one. But the festive celebrations may be over. The good news, though, there is definitely plenty of Premier League drama to come.
Hello guys, welcome to the channel. In this episode we are playing against Newcastle United. Let's see what we can do.
Stuart Robson, and it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It is Chelsea up against Newcastle United.
Well, thanks Derek as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Very quick thinking there. And a look at the Chelsea starting 11.
Well, in this shape, if their wide players stay high up the pitch and get enough of the ball, it's a very attacking lineup. But if they drop too deep, they will then leave the centre-forward isolated, and it could be difficult for them.
Teammates available. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Emil Kraft. Longstaff. And given away. Could play it in. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. So Chelsea get ready for their set-piece routine, hoping to increase their lead. Played over. It hasn't come to very much. Effective piece of pressing. Isak. Well, a good tackle. It's really opening up positively for Chelsea. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Anderson. The Magpies looking creative. And it's a goal! Level again! What a match this is turning out to be! So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Romeo Lavia. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the beginning of the second half here at Stamford Bridge. Possession one. Mudryk. Being egged on by the crowd. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. Palmer. High quality defending. Palmer. Romeo Lavia. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. And intercepted it.
Well, it's been quite clear that Chelsea have been second best in terms of possession, but they've certainly shown an ability to counter-attack when they win it back. I expect more of the same. I think it's been a really good performance from them so far.
Longstaff. And crossed in there. Just wanted to get it out of there. Now, maybe room here for the counter-attack. Given away by Chelsea. Newcastle in a potentially dangerous position. Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Now sending it in. Save, but still a chance. The pressure was high, and they could be in here. And he's gone and scored to level it again. So underway again at 2-2. Mudryk. That's a good-looking pass. Must take the lead here. Dear, dear, he squandered it.
Well, that should have been the winner with so little time left. He can't believe he didn't score there.
Martin Dubravka. Progress made by Chelsea, and at this late stage, a goal could be decisive. Can he put them in front? No is the answer to the question, and that could be so important at this stage.
Well, will they get another chance? That would surely have won the game for them. Well, Chelsea are playing with great energy now.
Oh, Stuart, they could be in here. And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters. And the ball is moving again, 3-2. Isak. Trailing as they are, they're not likely to get too many of it. So the final whistle now.